Let me ask you something. When you hear the words dealer portal, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of folks, it's just a simple login screen that leads to, well, a wall of discounted price sheets. But what if that's a completely outdated, maybe even a dangerous way of looking at it? What if your portal could be so much more than just a glorified PDF library? Okay, let's get into it.
This really just sets the stage perfectly, doesn't it? The old model isn't just kind of inefficient, it's actively costing you money. It's costing you goodwill with the very partners you count on. We're talking about a tool that should be a growth engine, but for so many businesses, it's just become a digital roadblock.
So, that brings us to a really critical question. Could the very system that you've put in place to support your sales channel actually be a liability? I mean, a source of friction instead of a source of sales? It's a tough question to ask, but a necessary one.
And it's a fair question, right? It seems simple enough on the surface. You just give your dealers the prices, and they'll go sell stuff. But the reality of B2B commerce is just so much more complex than that. So let's break down exactly why this old model just doesn't cut it anymore.
Okay, this is where that friction really starts to show up. A simple price list just doesn't answer the dozens of other questions a dealer has every single day. Questions about inventory, lead times, marketing assets, or how to get a special quote.
Now, take a look at this, because this really shows the chaos. Over on the left, you've got the old way. Just endless email chains to get a simple quote, different versions of spreadsheets floating around, nobody knows which one is right, marketing assets stored, who knows where. It's a totally disconnected mess. But on the right, the modern way brings everything into one place. It's organized, it's efficient, and frankly, it's just way more professional.
And that chaos, it has real consequences. Slow responses mean lost sales. Inconsistent branding, well, that damages your reputation. All that manual data entry leads to some seriously costly errors. And when you can't track your marketing development funds, or MDF, or you can't enforce your minimum advertised pricing, what we call MAP, you're just losing control of your channel. The big takeaway here is that all these little frictions, they all add up to one massive business problem.
And this says it all, really. If your portal is a source of frustration, why on earth would anyone want to use it? Your partner's main goal is to sell your product. It's that simple. And if your primary tool doesn't actively help them do that, they're just going to find a way to work around it, which of course creates even more inefficiency for everybody.
So, what's the alternative here? The solution is to stop thinking about this as a portal and start thinking of it as a dealer operating system, or a dealer OS. It is a complete and total shift in mindset.
See, a dealer OS isn't just a website. It is the central command center for your entire sales channel. It integrates absolutely everything a partner needs, not just to buy from you, but to sell for you. It becomes the single source of truth for pricing, inventory, marketing, support, the whole shebang.
So what does this operating system actually look like in practice? What are the core components that really make it tick? Let's break it down piece by piece.
These right here are the 7 pillars. It all starts with pricing that actually reflects the contracts you have. It includes quoting tools that just get rid of that endless email ping pong. Dealers get to see real-time inventory data. They can access approved marketing assets, get training, handle their own warranty claims. They can even see how they're performing. Each and every one of these pillars removes a point of friction and empowers your dealers.
And this table does a great job of showing the tech behind it all. B2B native platforms, they're just built for this kind of complexity. You can set up different roles for different users inside a single dealer account. You can manage tons of different price lists for different regions or tiers. You can automate complex approval workflows. And with modern APIs, it all just plugs in seamlessly with your core business systems, like your ERP or your PIM. It's technology that is purpose-built to solve these very specific business pains.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually mean for your business, for your partners? Let's talk about the real, tangible impact this kind of transformation has.
Just look at this. The biggest win, by far, is reclaiming time. Your dealers, and hey, your internal team too, spend so much less time playing phone tag or chasing down information. They can build quotes faster, track their own orders, and find the marketing assets they need in seconds. And all of that is time they can now spend on what actually matters, selling.
And that reclaimed time? It translates directly into measurable business outcomes. You'll see quote cycle times just plummet because the process is so streamlined. Attach rates, that's the rate dealers sell accessories and service plans, they go up because the system can intelligently recommend them.
And of course, your own internal administrative overhead drops significantly. It's a true win-win-win.
So ultimately, what this really means is that you're not just giving them a new tool, you are fundamentally changing their behavior, and for the better. They become more self-sufficient, onboarding becomes this smooth digital process, your brand is presented consistently everywhere, and they actually become better salespeople for your products.
This quote is just the perfect summary. You're transforming the portal from a place they are forced to visit, maybe once a month, to download a price list, into an essential tool they want to use every single day to run their business. It literally becomes their daily workbench.
And that really leaves us with a final question you should be asking yourself. Take a hard, honest look at your current system. Is it just a wall of prices that's creating friction? Or is it a true operating system that's empowering your partners and driving real, measurable growth for your business? Because the difference between those two, well, it's everything.